Hey guys, so today for the media show and tell, I decided to pick a article off CNN. It's called "Why Young People Are Focus of Hate." It's by P. Neil Joseph. Like I said, it's off CNN, so you guys can go read it. Um, Pretty much, the article talks about um, why young people are so subjected to hate right now with the new presidential election. So they're mainly talking about groups as in the LGBT community, the Black Lives Matter movement, um, Muslims, like different targeted groups like that. Um, it's kind of showing why we're all kind of worried right now, especially with how other presidential elections in the past have been so forward for progress within these movements and how they, such as like President Obama, how during his election, um, marriage equality was passed. So it's kind of like, I know being within the LGBT community, it's hard to see, that movement pass. And now with our new president, his vice president is not for that whatsoever. So it's a big setback and it's a very big disappointment. Um, but like I said, the article just talks about why young people are so upset and why I guess we're whining. That's another thing that gets on my nerves is that it this article depicts how a lot of the older generation is looking at the millennials and just saying how we're whining and we're sensitive. But if you look back at for example the civil rights movement, they were doing the same exact thing, but they're looked at as this great movement who made many accomplishments, which they did, and it was a great movement. But why is it now looked at as whining and complaining when we're just fighting for the same things? Um, so I mean, I understand why people are so frustrated with the mistreatment of organizations now who are trying to make progress, and who are voicing their opinions, especially when there are peaceful protests going on. I know there have been protests where they have gotten violent and whatnot, but it shouldn't. Those protests shouldn't be the main vocal, not the main vocal, the main visual aspect of all the other protests that are going on. Um, with this um, media text, I feel like it shows that our society is so divided. It's crazy to see how someone who was a celebrity is now a president. It shows how much media impacts society and how divided we are just because Trump says these outrageous things and these crazy, homophobic and racist and, just grotesque things, and people agree with him, and they didn't they didn't vocalize their opinions until he spoke up. So it just really shows how America isn't what we thought it was and how equal we thought it was. It's definitely an eye opener, and it's definitely really sad. And I'm not really excited to see how 2017 is gonna go. But that's all I have for my media show and talk. So I hope you guys enjoyed listening. Thank you.